Oh, 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 oh.
Hi, I'm Kirsten.
I'm Celia.
And this is
Don't Pee Your
Pants.
That was great. That was a great intro. ASMR. Sorry.
I just want to let you know something.
What?
I haven't washed my clothes since our last podcast.
Me either.
I'm stinky. Just kidding. We just recorded 2 in a row.
It's cool.
I just always think it's weird when I do that. Like, should I change?
Oh, no.
You guys know.
It's fine.
We're moms.
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta knock them
You
out.
gotta wear your clothes for a week and a half. What? I don't do that.
So I was trying to tell you earlier about my baby movements.
Mm-hmm.
When she first started moving, she was like hurting me a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I swear this child is like constantly in a starfish position.
Like,
Just like,
yeah.
like foot here, arm here. Like, how?
Yeah.
You're this big. Like,
Right.
how are you hurting me? And just lately, her movements are like changing. Like, she's a real baby all of a sudden.
Mm-hmm.
She's like doing, you can feel like the little somersaults
Mm-hmm.
and like the little like.
It always like skeeved me out.
Yeah,
I know it's
like-
supposed to be a beautiful thing, but I'm like,
I'm like, oh, she did a backflip.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it feels like there's a fish inside of you.
That is a great feeling. I'm
No,
sure.
it really is becoming more beautiful, I swear. And today, her little feet were like up here, like right in the middle.
Yeah.
And she was like kicking me real hard, and my whole chest was like,
Like a fish.
Yeah. no.
Yeah.
It was less fishy and more like,
Oh.
oh, there's baby feet.
Yeah.
Come on, get with it. You know it's cute sometimes.
Sometimes. But again, even with my own children inside of me, I was like, this is so skeevy.
It's not weird to me.
It's weird
It's
to me.
cute.
I'm
I said the same
so
thing.
happy for you.
Because Neil gets a little bit like,
Yeah.
there's an alien inside of you. And I was like, she just kicked me like really hard and was like moving my whole body. And I was like, hold on, I'll see if she'll do it again. And I was like, oh, you don't want to feel it. And he's like, what do you mean I don't want to feel it? It's my baby girl. And I was like, yeah, but like you get skeeved out by that. And he's like, I still want to feel it.
Yeah. I mean, I understand.
You want to feel it? You told me you want
I
to
would
feel
love
it.
to feel it. That doesn't make it any less.
You're going to feel it and be like, bleh.
Probably throw up everywhere.
Ew, gross. There's a baby in there. Bleh.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I thought this story was going to be cute, and now you ruined it. So,
Well, it is cute, and I'm really happy for you.
thanks.
I'm just glad that it's not in me.
Yeah.
I tell me more.
Even though you said you would be my surrogate, but it's cool.
Yeah, I take it back.
If your kid moves one time,
I'm
out.
I'm out. It's gone.
well, anyway,
So today,
I was trying to think of stories.
Oh.
Go ahead.
I was going to tell you about my park adventures today.
Yeah, let's hear about it.
So today we went to Bittersweet for breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
So good.
Here we go on the food again.
So good. I got.
Should I tell you what I ate today too?
Sure.
Okay, you go first.
I got breakfast enchiladas.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever had them? From Bittersweet?
Oh no.
Oh, you're gonna die. Whatever kind of enchilada sauce they use for their breakfast enchiladas, they do chicken enchiladas, and whatever sauce they use, they do like a dippy egg on top, and then I get their breakfast potatoes and mash it all together like a big mash. Delicious. It was so good. What'd you eat?
Oh,
Some
the
Oreos.
sausages that we had on the trip. The spinach feta
the
sausage.
chicken sausages.
In a hot dog bun. That was my breakfast.
Wow, how were they?
It's okay. Real garlicky for
okay.
the morning.
Really? Ooh.
It's
Is that
good.
that smell?
Shut up. You smell
I probably do. I was gonna say if you
Your
smell
house smells
me,
like death.
I was gonna say if you smell
I'm just
me,
kidding. Your house
just
doesn't
don't
smell.
mind it because I didn't shower or anything after we got home from the park.
Mm.
So I probably smell like grass and park.
Wait. Yeah. I also went to the park.
Yeah. Wait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Went to the dog park.
Mm-hmm.
And that was really nice. And then when I came home, though, that's when the real food was good. Happened.
What
That's
food?
a sentence.
Tell me more.
I made purple onion in a pan with like some oil in there, olive
Mhm.
oil. And then I cut up a zucchini
Mm-hmm.
and put that in.
Yep.
And I was like, I
Was
can't
it
just...
chunky or shredded? Like, what do you mean? You cut it up into like chunks?
Yeah, and the like,
Oh,
what do they call that? The
chunks?
silver dollars, slices.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
You know?
Yeah.
Just slice them up in the little slices.
Yep.
And then put them in the pan. And I like to lay them like flat on the pan. You got to make sure they're on the pan.
Yep.
So that they get a little crispy.
Yeah.
Because if not, they're just real mushy.
Right.
And then I was like, well, this needs like something else. I can't just eat onions and zucchini for lunch. So I put some canned tomatoes on there and some beans.
Pause for 1 second. Have you ever had fried zucchini?
That's what I'm talking. Oh, you mean like with crust?
Yeah. Like you
Yeah.
dip it, you slice
Well-
it, and you dip it in egg, and you dip it in breadcrumbs, and
Yeah,
then you
yeah.
fry it. So good. And I have
I
with
pretty much
ketchup.
do that sometimes in the air fryer,
Yeah.
but I don't use breadcrumbs. I just put Parmesan cheese and salt and pepper on it. But
Well,
it
that's
gets
not the same.
but it gets the same crust in the air fryer.
I feel like it wouldn't taste the same.
Anyways, and I put some kidney beans on there.
Hmm.
It was
I'm not a bean fan.
Oh, I love beans.
Beans, they're good for your heart. The more you eat, the more you fart. The more you fart, the better you feel. So eat your beans at every meal. Yeah. That was a good addition.
I gave Layla like one of my nectarines. I'm obsessed with nectarines.
Oh my goodness.
I got it on our trip for like these little baby
Yeah.
ones. And I gave her one and she's like, eat apples and bananas. Eat apples and
Because,
bananas."
yep, that's what this is.
I was like, you were so cute. I'm gonna die.
That's so cute.
Like she thinks it's an apple, and I
Mhm.
love her.
That's adorable.
She just
That's
starts
so
singing
cute.
the whole time she's eating it. Eat, eat.
All right, so you didn't finish your story. Okay, go
Yeah,
ahead.
I did.
Oh, that's it?
And I
Okay.
put a little Parmesan cheese, salt
Mhm.
and pepper. Oh,
So good.
just a plate of vegetables. Sometimes I like to do red pepper in there.
Mm-hmm. So good.
It's like my favorite meal.
Yeah.
I make it on the regular.
Oh, I bet.
Just like a big giant plate of fried vegetables.
That sounds delicious.
It's so good. Sometimes you can add a potato and you fry it up with the zucchini.
Wow.
And then you put a little bit of chicken broth.
Oh,
And it soaks it all up.
Spicy.
And you wait till it's all soaked up in there.
Mm-hmm.
And then you fry it again.
Tell me more.
That sounded, my voice started getting a little Miranda.
Ooh.
We don't speak
We
Miranda.
don't speak about
Miranda.
Miranda.
No, no, no. I thought about it. I don't know enough about it yet, though. And I feel like if you want to know about it, let me know. Because, like, do you touch on it? Do you not?
No, I think it's still too hot right now.
I don't mind getting into some drama. But
Ooh, but this is spicy.
I'm a big fan also. Well, I was. I don't know. I kind of want to talk about it. But I'm going to do some research,
Mm-hmm.
figure out how to approach it properly.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you guys even know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. If you don't ask.
Let me know if you want to know.
Oh, yeah. Ask.
Let me know if you want to know, or let me know if you don't want to know.
You know?
And then we'll talk about it or not.
Or not. So anyway, I went to the park.
Yeah.
P-A-R-K, park. Did you ever do that when you were a kid?
No.
Really? You want to do it right now?
Nope.
Miss Susie?
Oh,
Miss
yeah.
Susie had a steamboat. The steamboat had about to do. Miss Susie went to heaven. The steamboat with a hello operator. Please give me number 9. And if you disconnect me, I'll drop off your behind the refrigerator. There was a piece of glass. Miss Susie, I've honey and broken little ass me. No more
It's a
questions. So
hand
many more
game?
lies. Yeah. The boys are in the bathroom pulling down the flies are in the meadow. The bees are in the park. The Miss Susie and everybody is kissing in the dark. Dark. The dark is like a movie. Movies like a show. Show is like a TV show. That is all I know. Mom is like a Zilla. Is like this is one of 6 hours long. Anyway, so I went to the park.
I think I did know the song, but I didn't know it was the hand game.
Yeah. There's like a whole thing.
You just memories unlocked. Wait. Just so I say it out loud,
Yeah.
and maybe we'll remember. I do have an episode on like planning
Okay.
that's like 90s things, because I also think it's funny how we're very different ages in
Yes.
the 90s, at least for like the things you know and don't know.
Right.
But I was gonna be like, bring up this TV show or bring up this thing, and like our audience will be on one of our sides.
Nostalgia.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I have like some stuff written down, but I was just like, those hand games,
Mm-hmm.
put them on the list.
I like it.
All
put
right,
'em
tell
on
me
the
about the
list.
park while I put them on the list.
All right, so we went to the park near still debating on whether it's a state park or not.
You don't have to tell us the park. You went to the park.
No, but it's bothering me that it's like, is it state park? Is it not state park? I don't fucking know. Anyway, we
Nobody
went
cares.
to the park, and that was the first time we bought him a brand new like retractable leash,
Mm-hmm.
and that was the first time he's ever been near water
Yeah,
besides the bath.
right.
He's never been near a body of water before, and I was like, I didn't think he'd like it because he hates the bath. And he walked down the little hill to get the path to get to the water and just like, yoy, right in the water, and was like treading and everything.
Yeah.
And I was like, interesting. He was like swimming around.
Aw.
He was doing
You
this
gotta
weird
come to
thing.
my dog park, because there's like a little creek there.
Oh, is there? I was thinking about it too. I was like, because Jameson was like, do you want to take the dog for a walk somewhere?
Mhm.
And I was like, yeah, let's take him to the park. And then I thought I was gonna.
We were there this afternoon. I literally thought the same thing, which was weird. I was like, I didn't tell anyone that I was coming this afternoon. Like, 'cause normally I'll text like
Yeah.
my friend that has the 2 dogs, or just anybody that I know would like to come. But usually I'm there Sundays. Like my friend that comes, she's off Sunday and Mondays.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I was like, it's a Saturday. It's a
Well,
weird day.
My first thought was like the dog park that you take Suki to.
Yeah.
And then I was like, no, because
That'd
then.
be so weird if you guys just showed up.
Well,
and I was like, what the heck?
I didn't know that park had water, but
You
I
wouldn't
knew.
know unless you were like with people who know.
Oh, because
It's
I
kind
knew
of hidden.
that the park that we were going to had a big like creek,
Yeah.
river, whatever the fuck you want to call it, and I wanted to take him somewhere with water
Yeah.
to see if he would go near it. So we just ended up taking him there. So
Well, in the future, if you want to go to the dog park,
okay, I'll
let me
text
know.
you. I will, because I legitimately was thinking about it. That was my first
So
thought.
there's like our dog park is kind of looks like a horse farm.
Mm-hmm.
There's like big stable areas that the dogs play in, but there's like a path that you can walk on, and you can see the path.
Mm-hmm.
But there's like in the back corner, there's a big like yellow no trespassing sign. If you go past that,
and there's water.
there's water down there.
Cool.
But it's like it's the area you're not allowed to go that's private property has a giant fence that says private property. So you're
Okay.
not really trespassing by going past that sign, just
Just don't go
past
in
the fence. Right. But I saw, because someone told me there was a creek down there, and I was like, there's a huge sign that says not to go back there.
Right.
And they were like, no, walk past it. It's like, I don't think I'm
Yeah.
supposed to. But yeah, anyway.
So you did.
Yeah, I did today.
Oh,
This is the first time, actually.
really?
Hmm
Oh.
And Suki was...
Suki and Jerry would have been having a blast.
She like wouldn't go in.
Yeah.
She was like kind of like licking the water and
Yeah.
just going around
Well,
the edge in the mud.
Jerry
And
was
I
doing-
had to go in. Like I had my
Oh.
flip flops on, so I
Yeah.
just walked into the water, and then she followed me and was like,
Jerry was doing this weird thing where there was rocks on the beginning of the water.
Yeah.
Then it got deeper after the rocks. He was standing on the rocks and he was on top of the water going like to like the surface of the water. He was like
Mm-hmm.
but like imagine a big dog mouth like
Yeah. He's chomping at the water.
yeah, it was the weirdest thing I've ever seen in my life. And then he would cry. He'd be like
Maybe he like wanted to go in but was scared.
I don't know, but like he yeeted himself in there already. Like, what was he scared of? He's
I
already
don't
been
know.
in the deepest part of the water.
He's
which
like,
for
Mom,
him,
I'm wet.
he's like 3 inches tall. So for him, like deep water is like that deep.
Yeah.
His little tiny legs. I'm surprised he could even swim.
I know.
But now we found out that he can swim because he was swimming.
My friend that I was telling you about that has the 2 dogs, it's off Sundays and Mondays, has a pool. We should go there.
We should go there.
And bring Jerry Wiener Boy butt.
Can you invite me?
You're always invited.
Just be like, I have a friend who really has a dog.
You're friends with her.
Who?
Carolyn.
Oh. I thought you meant it was your friend from the dog park.
No.
Oh. Yeah,
She
I'll
has
come.
a pool.
Yeah, for
She's
sure.
She's already said, like, you guys can come whenever you
Oh.
want.
I didn't know you meant her. I thought you meant your friend from the dog park.
Well, she's my friend from the dog park.
No, you didn't meet her at the dog park, though.
No, I have like 100 other friends at the dog park.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying.
100.
I just met a girl today.
What's her name? What's her name, huh?
Her dog's name's Benny.
Yeah, really good. A+.
Listen, it's dog park etiquette. You don't know their names. You know the dog names.
Right.
Everybody knows they're like Suki and Suki's mom. They don't know my name.
It's actually really funny that you say that because you've been to Jameson's mom's house. She lives
No.
in like a,
Yes.
yeah, she lives in like a little community.
Mhm.
Like all the houses are super close together,
Yeah.
and like in a half circle.
Mm-hmm.
And she knows like her neighbors, and not necessarily neighbors, but like people that live in her circle. She knows them by their dogs' names.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, Leroy's parents, or like Gibby's parents, or like whoever the frick the
Yeah.
dog's name is. She doesn't know the
That's
people's
exactly
names.
how
She
it
knows
is
the dog's names.
At the dog park. Like,
Yeah.
you know, like I walk in, I'm like, there's Django,
yeah.
there's
Oh,
Ben
sorry about that.
Barkley, there's Doug, there, like, you know everybody, but the owners' names,
Nope.
very rarely do
Yeah.
you know their name. Some of them I know because I've seen them like so many times.
Yeah.
But
Anyway, so that
there's
was
like
my.
sometimes there's like dog park drama.
Oh no.
It's like really exciting because it's like drama that doesn't matter that much. Like everybody goes home to their real lives after
Yeah.
the dog park, so it's just kind of like nobody really cares, but it's also like juicy gossip. Oh my God.
Ooh.
Like there's like this clique at the dog park.
Is it like the plastics? Regina and
I mean, they're dog people. They're not pink,
no. Anyways.
but like they're just
All I
like
can hear is uh-oh, dun, 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 uh-oh. You know the song I'm
Why?
talking about?
yeah, but why?
Because that's like the song. They walk in slow motion and they're like, and then they walk
Yeah,
in.
picture that, but like their dogs are covered in mud and like
Yeah.
they're wearing combat boots.
Okay.
No, I don't know if they wear combat boots. They're just like rugged, regular people that probably like to go camping.
Okay.
And they're friends, and they'll be like, they'll like if her dog is like playing too much with the other dogs, like just wait till your friend gets here. You don't need to play with that dog. Like it's weird. And then they'll be like, we're gonna go for a walk, and they like the big group of people will just leave and go for a walk like alone together.
Ooh.
Sometimes I'm like, I'm coming, and I just go on the walk.
And what if they're like, what if they turn around and they're like,
Okay, by sometimes I mean
No.
one time ever, and they left me way behind, and I just dragged along in the back. I was like, I want to be your friend. You want to be part of the cool people club?
if they knew you had a podcast, you probably would be.
I'm slowly working my way in
Mm,
to the cool club.
yeah.
Yeah, like recently, like I say most of the people in the club are just like nice to everyone. There's like 1 or 2 girls that were just like, we're just gonna talk over here.
They're probably intimidated by you, honestly.
I know, cause like
You're intimidating looking. Especially
Well-
when you especially when you do that.
so like lately I've been like,
I'm
I was
intimidated.
like, so my dog's birthday's coming up. If you guys want to come, and they were like, yeah, I don't know. And then nobody showed.
Yep.
And I was like, and then I saw her. Next time I saw her, I was like, they were like, we were wondering why all this birthday stuff was around. And I was like, because it was my dog's birthday and you were invited and you didn't come.
Bitch.
And she was like, oh my God, I was here like an hour after you left, or like 30 minutes after you left. And I was like, well, you probably should have came earlier since that's when the party was. I was like kind of like went in on her, but not like really bitchy. I was just like,
Yeah.
well, should have been there. And now she's been talking to me. So I think that sometimes you just gotta be a little mean.
Mm-hmm. And then they're like, oh,
She's a mean girl
she's
too.
got charisma.
Stop. She's like, fine, my dog can play with your dog now.
Yeah.
No, I really hope nobody that I go to the dog park with listens to this. She's really like a nice person, and I'm just like totally dramatizing all of this. There's this one lady.
Mm-hmm.
She's from Florida.
Mm-hmm.
She just moved up here. I know all about her.
Okay.
All about her. I know all the vacations she's been on,
Mm-hmm.
all her health problems.
Aww.
She has 2 old golden retrievers. She's so cute. I love her. But the other day she was there and she was like, I really like when Django's here. It's like a big, giant Great Dane.
Yeah.
It has like big black and white
Mhm.
spots. He's really cute. She's like, I like when Django's here. And I was like, oh yeah, he's cool. He's a dog that's here. She's like, yeah, because I really like Django's dad. And I was like,
Oh, spicy.
love that lady. Oh my.
Did you tell Django's dad?
He's pretty buff, okay?
Like,
Yeah. He's okay. He's okay.
spicy.
Django's dad, he can work it, okay?
Are they like similar ages
No.
at all?
No.
Oh, she's the older lady?
Yeah, he has like a daughter that's my daughter's age. She's probably close to my age.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
But Django has a pop that brings him sometimes. He's probably closer to her age.
Oh.
I
I'm
don't
sure
think-
she doesn't like Django's
I
pop-pop.
don't think Django's pop can get it.
No.
Anyway, this is a really weird story. I'm just saying, sometimes there's like a tiny bit of juiciness
Yeah.
at the dog park, and you're like, wow.
We just made a whole episode about the dog.
Stay tuned for next week's dog park drama.
Django's pop-up.
There's literally more. I just feel like it's boring, so I'm not gonna get into it.
I'm roped in.
Wait till next week to see if Django finally gets fixed.
Or if his pop-up gets some.
I could make this like a reality show.
Dog park
I'll
drama.
start slowly introducing all the dogs and their
Mhm.
personalities.
I
their
think this is
owner-
a fantastic. What?
I don't know. That was so weird, dude. Sorry.
I just got so scared.
I did too.
What the heck? What happened?
It was like a really sharp kick. Like
I just got so scared.
it literally felt like someone took like my car key and was like,
Oh, that's weird.
it was really weird. I'm hoping that was baby. Okay. It
That
just
was so
instantly made me
weird.
like, holy crap. Let's see if she moves again.
Are
Okay.
you okay?
Yeah. It's not painful. It was just a really weird sensation. It like
Oh.
freaked me out. It felt sharp.
Hmm.
Like not like just a bump, like a
Yeah.
fishy bump.
Yeah.
I've never had that before. Anyway. I'm good. We're
Well,
good.
you witnessed it live here, folks.
You got any drama? Because I took up the whole thing with my dog park drama.
Nope.
Why don't you read me some
Am I the
assholes?
Let's get into it. I gotta find it. But tell some more dog drama while I find it.
Really, there was a juicy story about people yelling at each other, but I never got the true gossipy juice on it.
People yelling at each other
Yeah, there was like a lady
at
that
the dog park with
like,
dogs around to
she-
hear it.
She had her dog like off leash, and then this other guy
Oh.
was like, "You can't have your dog off leash," and like flipped out.
See,
And then other people got involved and were like, "Don't talk to her like that." And then
this is a good "Am I the asshole" situation.
there you go.
How do you feel about that? Because I feel both type of ways. Sometimes I'm like, oh, whatever. So today we were at the park.
Mhm.
Jameson said, because I'm very weary because, Jerry's 8 pounds. He's very tiny.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm very weary of other dogs that are off leash because I'm like, Jerry can very easily get eaten because he's also a dick. And he was barking at this like 100-pound block-headed pit bull. And I was like, Jerry, that dog is going to eat you. Who do you think you are? You look like a wet rat right now. He was in the water, so he literally looked like a wet rat. And I was like, that dog will come over and eat you. Who are you yelling at? Because he was like screaming at this dog.
Yeah.
Trying to get to it. So anyway, and then after a couple minutes later, Jameson's like, there's two ladies walking up and they have 2 dogs that are off leash. I couldn't see them because there was a tree in the way. And I felt a little weird about it. And then they came up and they were like, do you know what Cavalier King Charles are? Spaniels. They're tiny little fluffy dogs. They were 2 Cavalier King Charles Spaniels. They were tiny dogs, maybe like 15, 20 pounds. So I didn't feel as weird about that.
Mm-hmm.
And they had their dogs off leash and they were very
Also,
calm.
Your dog is like this big and on leash.
Yeah.
So I feel like even if he was in danger, you could literally pull him up off the ground. Not that that would be recommended, but
not at all. But
you
if
could,
I had
like,
to,
yeah, you could like scoop him up in like 2 seconds,
right?
Which is, I guess, not as scary. But
I didn't know how I feel about that because at the same time, I'm like, if you know your dog is well behaved enough to be off leash, okay, but like also you don't know how other dogs are. I don't know how I feel about that. But they had their dogs off leash, and luckily they were very well behaved, and they got along with Jerry.
I'm all
and whatever.
about off leash.
I think that
really
they should have their freedom.
I feel like having a dog on leash all the time sucks. Now I do think there's a time and a place. If you're at a big open park like that, if there's usually other dogs around, especially usually other dogs that are off leash there.
Yeah.
Like I feel like even parks that are not dog parks, it's like
right.
Like even my dog park, you're not supposed to have them off leash outside of the fenced in area.
Okay.
But it's on a huge open farm.
Right.
So like often there's like people will go for dog walks without a leash.
Right.
But so like if you start going towards the one half of the farm, there's like gated in goats.
Okay.
They don't want dogs off leash anywhere near the goats. There was a dog one time that jumped the fence.
Yeah.
So like that was big drama.
Yeah.
And it was like they don't want dogs near the goats.
Right.
But if you're way down the other end and they're like separated, they don't say anything to you and they don't care if they're off leash.
Okay.
But like there's always a chance a dog off leash is gonna be unhinged and like run in a direction they're not supposed to or whatever. Even well-behaved dogs, if they see like an animal or something.
And the other thing is like I've experienced that already.
Mm-hmm.
We were at the park near our house and we had Jerry on leash.
Yeah.
But so the park backs up to houses and there was somebody that had their dog in their backyard, not fenced in and off leash. And I think it was a German Shepherd. Like it was like I don't ever categorize a dog as scary, but a lot bigger than Jerry, obviously. Mm-hmm. And this was months ago too. Yeah. So he was even smaller than he is now.
Right.
And then all of a sudden the German Shepherd saw us and started running towards us. And so I was like, picked up Jerry and I like got in the car because I was like, I'm not going to risk this. I don't know if this dog's nice. Yeah. And the owner was standing there not doing anything. Like he was just letting him run. So like, I don't know. I feel both ways about it.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't want to risk the dog potentially hurting my
Well,
puppy.
so my dog will. The worst, like, my dog will do is probably jump on somebody.
Yeah.
But, like, my dog has never hurt another dog.
But you
even
just, like,
even if
don't
another dog
know.
is being
Especially like a
aggressive
German
towards
Shepherd
her.
or like a pit bull, like the stereotypical breeds.
I know.
You never know.
I'm just
and
saying
it's just like,
my dog, personally, I've taken her to the dog park for a long time.
right.
She's met all different kinds of breeds, all different sizes. If anything, she immediately takes the she lays down.
Oh yeah, she like submissive.
Submissive, thank you. She's like the submissive one.
Yeah.
I mean, she will dominate sometimes, but she's not like, if they're trying to dominate her, she's like, fine,
Yeah.
you win. Like, so like, I don't worry about her like that. I'm more so worrying about her just like running away too far from me.
Yeah.
But like, she'll
and
run.
she's fast too.
She'll run really far, and then I'll call her and she'll come back.
Yeah.
Like, but I would never have known that if I didn't test it.
Right.
Like, so I've been testing it, but most of the time I will not have her off leash unless like nobody else is there.
Yeah.
Because I don't want there to be a problem.
Right.
Like, there's times where I've forgotten the leash and I get to the park and I'm
Yeah.
like, I guess, but she will run right up to the gate and stand there. So I'm like, she's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
She's going to the gate. She'll wait there, and I open the gate, and we're just in there. And then same when we go back to the car, she knows where to go, and she goes to the car.
Right.
Only thing is, if someone else is like parking and out of their car with the dog, she'll run over and say hi to the other dogs.
Yeah.
But I'll even like check and make sure nobody else is like pulled up.
Right.
And then I'll be like, okay, we can leave now.
Yeah.
It's only happened to me like once or twice that she's ran over to other dogs. And I'm like, I'm sorry.
Or
And
like,
they're
God
like,
forbid,
it's okay.
she would like run over to the car while it was moving. That would be so scary.
That's the thing. Even when you're there, like, you just know to drive really slow and to watch because there's dogs off leash.
Right.
So like it happens. But anyway, I don't know. I feel like dogs should be able to run
I do too.
and play.
It's
And,
just such a hard. I think I wouldn't be as worried about it if I had a bigger dog.
Yeah.
I just get so scared having such a tiny dog.
Yeah.
I never thought I would have this fear because I've never owned a tiny dog.
Right.
Every dog that I've ever owned has been medium to large size.
But also, like, so there's this woman that comes to the park. She has like 5 dogs.
Yeah.
And sometimes she's also dog sitting.
Okay.
She's like ridiculous amount of dogs. I think 4 out of 5 of them are tiny. Like, I don't know what they're called. The little like white fluffy dogs that get groomed in like funny shapes. Not Pomeranians, like
a Shih Tzu?
yeah, probably. Like one of them will have like a mohawk that's like different colors.
Okay.
They all wear like sweaters, like.
Yeah.
And she has a chihuahua that's like as big as this microphone.
Yeah.
And he can hop in and out of the fence because he's this big. Even if she had him like, she's like, oh, we're at the dog park. He's in the fenced in area. He's not staying. Like, as soon as another dog starts walking up towards the fence, he runs out and like greets them and stuff. She can't keep him from like doing anything because he's this big and just runs away. Even when all the dogs, I'm talking, her one dog is a Great Dane.
Yeah.
Huge. Like, these dogs are huge. They're running around in circles. They're creating like dust clouds. And like this little chihuahua was like, I want in on it.
Yeah. They have
And,
like, I swear, tiny dogs have like a big dog complex. It's like, like I
really,
said,
he just stands outside of it and is like,
Jerry will play with the big dogs, and then the tiny little dogs that are his size, he's like,
yeah.
And he like gets all defensive. I'm like, I don't know. So
I'm just saying, like, I feel like even then it's like, if those dogs wanted to kill a small animal, they could.
They easily could.
But they don't.
No. And I don't think, like I said, you just never know.
I know.
But like my boss has 3 dogs, and one of them is a chihuahua, like a tiny little 4-pound chihuahua, and one of them is a blue nose pit.
Yeah.
And she's like, I want to say like 60 pounds. Like she's like a thick pit bull. and they're best friends.
Mhm.
They snuggle up. They love each other. Like I'm not saying there's
And
anything.
they know each other, but like you're right. Like
Right.
if there was a dog you don't know how aggressive they are.
Yeah, and I don't
Hopefully, an
wanna
owner
risk
wouldn't
that.
have them off leash.
You would hope, but there's stupid ass people in
knowing
this
that they're
world.
aggressive like that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So
So
am
are
I
you
the
the
asshole?
Yeah. Next question.
Sounds good. Yes, good. All right. So
I still don't know if you're an asshole, but
I think-
I understand
I
your
think
worries.
I'm a concerned mother. I think that's what I am. I don't think I'm an asshole because I'm not one of those people that causes a ruckus and I'm like, get
Yeah.
that dog on a leash right now. I'm calling the police. I'm recording you.
Yeah, then you'd be the asshole.
Then I'd be the asshole. But
You're just like, oh, I'm scared.
yeah, and I pick my dog up and I just get out of the way.
Yeah.
Like, that's it. I
Then
don't
you're
make a
fine.
ruckus about it.
Then you're fine. I mean, you're making a ruckus about it right now, but
Put your damn dog on a leash. Just kidding. So, all right, we
Stop.
got a couple of them.
let's do it.
Am I the asshole
Mhm.
for blocking my mother-in-law from seeing my kids' pictures? We live in
I don't know yet.
We live in 2 different states,
Mm-hmm.
about 800 miles from the other. We used to visit often, but stopped after having the kids because it got so expensive. So we offer to pay for her to come visit us. In the 8 years that we've lived here,
I'm already lost a little bit. Who's coming to visit?
mother-in-law.
Okay,
So-
she pays for her mother-in-law
No, do you want me to start over again?
to come across
We
states to
live-
come to visit.
They would, yes, they have offered.
Okay.
We live in different states, 800 miles from each other. The family used to visit the mother-in-law,
Mm-hmm.
but after they started having kids, it got really expensive.
Right.
So it was cheaper for the mother-in-law to come
One person
there.
to come, then a
So
whole family to
they
go there.
offered to pay for it though.
Mm-hmm.
In the 8 years, she's only accepted one time when my son was born. Ever since then, she hasn't been back. We just had a daughter about 9 months ago and offered to fly her up here and have her stay since she's no longer working. And she says, I don't know, I'll think about it. What irks me is that anytime I post a picture of my kids, she reposts them on her Facebook and says how much she loves and misses them and can't wait to see them. She's met my son once in 5 years and my daughter she hasn't met yet. I feel like she does this for the likes because anytime she posts my kids, she gets flooded with comments. I was over it, so I blocked her from seeing my kids' pictures. I feel like if she truly missed them and loved them, she would come to visit. We have no issue paying for her to fly in. It's much more affordable for us. But she keeps insisting we need to come to her. Am I the asshole?
Yeah. Well, okay. I 100% understand. That's happened to me
Yeah.
where like people have reposted photos of me or of my daughter or of something going on in my life that has nothing to do with them.
Right.
And they're like, look at this person.
Yes.
And I think that's a little strange. I'm sorry if you're listening and you've done that.
yeah.
It's just a little weird when you're like even if you went to a Phillies game
Mm-hmm.
and I took a photo of you and Jameson,
Mm-hmm.
what?
Nothing.
Did that happen?
No.
Oh.
I just
Like you and Jameson go to a Phillies game.
Mhm.
I take the photo, repost it on my Facebook page.
I knew that's what you were gonna say. That's why I started laughing.
Like-
So I was like, that's weird.
It's weird.
Yeah.
It's like I wasn't at the event.
Right.
Like it would be different if I took the picture
Yeah.
and was like there with
But
you.
you're like, look at my best friend.
Like, look at my friend and her
game."
boy or her man. Isn't that so cute? Now, like, maybe they just got engaged. Maybe
That would
something,
be something
else.
to
Then
post
I'd be
about.
like,
You'd be like, oh my god, my best friend just got engaged.
I'm so happy for her.
Right.
Look how cute they are.
Yeah.
Like, even if I wasn't there or
Right.
whatever. But it's just like, why would I be posting like a picture, even if it's my own family, it's my niece or my nephew? Like, I'm fine with posting pictures of them when I'm there.
Yeah. It's a
Unless,
little weird when
like
you're
I
not.
said, if they're just born,
Yeah.
or like, what if you're doing like a it's their birthday montage and you put a few pictures like together.
Right.
That's fine.
Yeah.
But this is just like this is my friend. And like people do that with your babies.
Yeah.
They're like, this is my friend's baby.
Yeah, it's a little weird.
I guess I've done that with my niece when she was really cute and a baby. And I'm like, guys, look at my niece.
Yeah.
So like I kind of understand. But
you saw her though.
I was around her often. I might not have been there when that picture was taken.
Yeah.
But I was like, yeah, I literally used to make it a point because my family lives an hour from me.
Well,
and I would make it a point to visit once a month or once every other month.
But see, this
person doesn't live close.
This is where the story differs, though, because you have to take the context into play here. They've offered several times, supposedly, for her to fly out to them because it is too expensive for a family, a whole entire family, let alone with babies, the stress of that, to travel 800 miles to see her. It's way easier for her to travel to see them.
Right.
So if she wanted to, she would. So that, I feel like that is a big part of this story, is like, I don't think she's the asshole. Personally, I don't think she's the asshole for blocking her.
I think she's the asshole for blocking her because she can't come and see them all the time.
Come.
Okay, whatever. Yeah, she's not making the effort, but like,
so she's not making the effort to be in their lives.
I just feel like being the bigger person is just being like, my mother-in-law's a weirdo.
Was
like,
it
whatever.
maybe a little bit petty? Sure.
That's what I mean.
But I don't think she's an asshole for it. They're her kids, and she's hurt that she doesn't want, her husband's mom doesn't want to come see them. I would be hurt too. I'd be like, you claim that you love them this much and you miss them and you can't wait to see them and you're making
then
no
have
effort.
that conversation.
Yeah. Maybe she has.
Or
Maybe
like,
that was left out.
Or like, say she posts a picture of them, just be like, why are you reposting pictures of my kids?
Right.
Be like, why don't you come, like, comment and be like, why don't you come visit and you can take your own pictures? Or like, if you're going to be petty or bitchy, at least be upfront.
Yeah. Do it to her face.
I don't like
I mean, not her face.
Like, well, I'm just going to block you then.
Yeah.
Like, it's a quiet bitchiness that's not necessary. That's what makes her an asshole to me.
All right.
I'm sorry.
I mean, I see.
Because it's happened to me. It does happen to me. Now, one thing I will do. I feel like I'm like calling people out. I feel bad.
Okay, guys.
If somebody, let's say somebody posted one of my photos.
I reposted
and then they tag me.
I reposted your birth photos and I'm going to go delete them right now.
No, that's exactly what I'm saying. That's different. It was like an event.
Yeah.
Like, this is just like somebody's post, like she said, it feels like that. They're posting it so they can get attention because my life is happening.
Yeah.
Like, nothing in your life is happening.
Yeah. So you need to
so
post
you have to post things about my life so that you'll get likes and comments.
Yep.
Like, that's what it feels like. At least in the moment. I could be wrong. They could just love me very much and be proud of me or whatever. Like, I feel like I'm hurting everybody's feelings. I'm so sorry. But like, this has happened to me.
Out here.
Real life drama, people.
Not dog park drama, real life.
But what I'm trying to say is they made that post and then they will tag me.
Yeah.
Or it'll be on my page.
Yep.
And I now have a block so that people can't post things on my page without it being approved by me.
Oh.
So I still think it'll show up on their feed, but it won't show up on my feed.
Is that just if you're tagged in something or like people just can't post on your page at all?
I don't know because I don't think people post on my page very often.
I'm going to go post something on your page.
Do it. Oh, actually, maybe because my friend Ashley just tried to post on my page today.
She tagged you in that blonde hair thing.
Yes, but I had to approve that.
Interesting. It says write something to Kirsten.
I know. Well, go ahead. Just say hi or something. See if it shows up. It says poop on my knee. I got poop. I got poop. Love it.
I'm going to save that for forever. I'm going to cherish it.
I'm trying to show you what it looks like.
I know what you mean. You get like an accept or decline like
Mhm.
notification. Yeah. Yeah. I know what you mean.
Yeah, and I made it that way because I've had people do that. And
Okay.
it's so like, I'm not saying you're not allowed to see pictures of my kids
Right.
anymore. I'm just saying I don't really want your reposts on my page.
Yeah.
But like, you do you over there. If I'm tagged, like, I feel like, let's say like you were like, it's Layla's birthday. I'm so proud of this girl. I love her, blah blah blah. And you posted like pictures of her that you weren't even around for, whatever. And you tagged me. Right soon as you said it, I'd be like, oh my God, I love you. You're so cute. Like, thanks. Happy birthday. Also, no.
Yeah.
What do you say?
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you too.
Yeah. You too.
Thanks. Love you. Like, heart, subscribe.
Yeah.
But when it feels the other way, when it feels icky, I don't say anything. Sometimes I'll give it a quick like and be like, done. Because like I said, these people do love me.
Right.
Like,
Maybe.
just like the mother-in-law, she really loves her grandkids. And
I'm sure
loves
she
her
does.
family.
I'm not
And she
discrediting
probably
that
is
at
proud
all.
of them.
Yeah.
And she probably wants to show them off to her friends.
But
like,
I
she's
just
being
don't understand why
had
she's
good
not visiting
intention.
them.
That's the problem. It's not that she's doing it. It's that you're also not making an effort.
Yeah.
And that's what needs to be addressed.
So she needs to have a conversation about this.
Just be an adult and have a conversation.
Yeah.
Don't block her.
All
Penny.
right. I mean, I didn't think she was the asshole because I agree.
This one's just close to home for me. So I'm like,
But like, I'm seeing your perspective on this.
I just think it's the intention thing. And I also think, like, how old is this lady? Because boomers on computers,
Yeah.
there's literally groups.
Yeah. It's quite comical.
It's very
honestly.
funny. I actually joined a group for a while that was like, everybody was pretending to be boomers.
Mm-hmm.
And it was really funny. And then I ended up leaving because I felt like this is like kind of like bullying towards like
It is, but
it's an
it's
ageist
so funny.
thing. I know.
It's so funny.
People would take pictures like down
Yeah.
here with like
their glasses on
double
their end of
necks.
their nose.
Yeah. Or like just a blurry, it would be like a blurry photo and they'd be
Yeah.
like, this is my cat, Susan. It was just like, it's just silly stuff that like, they don't understand like the social etiquette, the social media etiquette. And I don't either sometimes.
No, and I've said that too. I'm like, I feel like I'm getting to the age where I'm starting to lose grip with technology. Like, I was so tech savvy there for a minute, and now I'm like,
what's this button do?
I have to ask my 5-year-old, I'm like, can you fix this for me? And she's like, yeah, mom. It's done. Like,
Or even like when I post the TikTok now, like I'm not sure if like it's not like, I know it might be like funny or silly or but I don't know how it's received.
I don't either. But
Because like we're older than a lot of TikTokers, I would
Yeah.
say, and especially me.
especially you.
And like, I don't know, our jokes might be corny or stupid, or maybe like people are like, why are they posting videos of themselves? This is so not what we do anymore. Or like, I
Yeah.
don't know.
I just choked.
I mean, someone's gonna like us, right?
Yeah, we have 11 followers. Come on.
All right, let's do another.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, did I cut you off?
Yeah, you did. It's fine.
Keep talking. 11 followers.
Okay.
Okay.
Am I the asshole? I don't know.
Yeah.
I got engaged in March to my boyfriend of over 5 years.
Not an asshole. Keep going.
We decided to have a quick engagement and try to be married by the end of the year, so November/December.
Mm-hmm.
When we told his family, his sister surprised us and told us she was pregnant. due in November.
Same girl. Go ahead.
Yeah, I know. I feel like you're going to side with the pregnant lady.
We'll see.
I asked her specifically how
Mhm.
close were her 3 other kids to their due dates, and she told me they were days away from their due dates, all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Fast
Typical.
forward to when we almost had our venue picked out, she texted a freak out text worrying that she'd need a C-section anytime in November would not work for our wedding. She never needed a C-section with any of her other 3 kids, but I know there's always a chance, and we chalked it up to nerves and overthinking, kept on with our own wishes of getting married in either November or December. The venue we ended up loving, and our pastor's schedule worked out to where we could have our wedding in early November.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, the pregnancy sister is making our wedding planning more of a nightmare since we are getting married 2 weeks before her due date. We kept her date in mind and our conversation of how close she usually goes into labor. But basically, she did not want us having our wedding anytime in November, period, because of her having the baby. I am pissed about this whole situation. Am I the asshole?
No. First of all, it's not your wedding. You don't have to go. Like, I understand they're close.
Right. She can't tell her not to have a wedding.
You can't not have a wedding because you might be in labor.
Right.
That's not how it works.
I've
been invited. I was invited to a wedding from a friend that I really wanted to go to. It was the week I was due. And
Yeah.
I just because it was the same week I was due, I was like, sorry, can't go.
Right.
I may have been able to go, but like I knew I wasn't even going to want to.
Yeah.
Like, when you're that pregnant, and she might be miserable. She might be there and be miserable.
Yeah.
She might even be having contractions when she's there. Like, it might suck going to a wedding 2 weeks before. If this person was like your maid of honor or really important to you, you could change the date around her, and that would be thoughtful.
Right.
You could try to have it in October, try to have it earlier. Like,
right.
or December wouldn't even work, really.
Why?
You need
I guess she would have a newborn.
Or you need like 6 weeks of recovery time.
Yep.
And especially if she gets a C-section, it might be even more.
I think that's 10, isn't it?
I don't know. But you need like you would either have to do like October, or February, January, February,
and they didn't want to have it.
And if that's not when you want to have it, and this person is not like, they have to be at your wedding, like, I think should be about you and your husband.
It was the sister-in-law. It was the husband's sister. So, like, I can
understand.
feel empathy towards that, like, wanting to be at your brother's wedding. But also, like...
But either try and make it work.
Right. They tried to keep your due date in mind.
Right.
And, like, they didn't do it, like, the week of your due date. They did it 2 weeks before, which is not saying anything because you can go into labor at any time.
I mean, I'd be disappointed if I was the pregnant lady.
Yeah.
And if this was my brother.
Also, you can't tell them they can't have their wedding
If
in
this
the whole
is my
month
brother
of November.
getting married, I would do the same thing. I'd be like, you have to have it that month.
Right.
Like, it has to be that month. Can it be any other time?
Yeah.
You know? But if they're like, we're insistent that that's when then they want to do it, then the pregnant lady needs to shut up.
Yeah.
Because this is not your day. It's his day, your brother's day, and like, just make it as easy and amazing as you can for them if you love them.
You just shut up and smile.
Like, I don't care. I would be sitting there making centerpieces and not showing up to the wedding.
Right.
Because, like, that's what you do for people you love.
You were still a part of, like,
Yeah.
You were a part of what you could be a part of.
Yeah. So you're definitely not an asshole. If you really want her there, you should reconsider the dates. But, like...
If not, then it is what it is.
Yeah.
I don't think she's the asshole either.
No.
I think the pregnant lady is kind of an asshole.
I don't think she's being an asshole. I think she wants to be there, but...
I do too, but also telling someone they can't have their wedding in a whole month, like, you can't have your wedding in November.
Did she, though?
Yeah. Oh, well, that's what it says.
Oh.
I
thought she was just being like, please don't. I want to go. But, like, I would do that too if it was my brother.
She said she did not want us having our wedding in November, period.
Yeah. I mean, I could see myself, like, are you telling me Dylan's getting married and you're not like,
Well, I'm never going to be pregnant again, so this is not an issue for me.
Okay, what if you were? And he's getting married in
I'm not.
November. You
Ever.
wouldn't be like,
Mm.
can't you just wait?
No.
Or like, can't you just have it a little earlier? Like, even if it was a week or two earlier.
I don't think I would be, honestly.
No?
No, because I at least with my previous pregnancies that I've experienced, I was doing stuff all the way up until the end.
That's true.
I worked up until 2 days before
That's
I
true.
had my baby.
She
Like,
most likely will still be there.
yeah, I wouldn't think it was a big deal. I'd be like, if I go into labor, I go into labor. If not, I'll be there.
Now, like, also consider, is the wedding close
Well,
by?
that's not disclosed, so I
Right.
don't know.
Like, if the wedding is like a 3-4 hour drive
Yeah.
or something, and she's not close to like a doctor or
Well,
hospital,
yes,
like there's
that's
other
definitely
factors.
something to take into consideration, but that was not
But
disclosed.
she should be
so.
able to go.
Yeah.
All right. Next.
All right, next. How many more you want to do?
I don't know. How much time we got?
We're at 55 minutes.
One more.
All right, Omar. Am I the asshole?
Yeah.
I think so too.
I just say yes every time.
Serious and sad situation alert.
Uh-oh.
Me and my wife have been very close friends with another married couple for many years.
No.
She is closer with the wife, myself closer with the husband.
Okay.
But still, they're pretty much our only friends. It recently came to light that the wife has been cheating. They are getting a divorce and the husband is kicking the wife out of their home. All of her family lives far and out of state. She does not have a job, nor has she for their entire marriage.
Wait. The wife cheated.
Yeah, the wife of the couple's friends.
Okay. And her family's far away.
Yep.
And she doesn't have a job.
Yeah.
Got it.
My wife wants to let her come stay with us. She said she has nowhere to go, and I flatly refuse. I plan on carrying my friendship with the husband
Right.
without it being hostile, never allowing her around myself again. It would be a betrayal to my friend who is the injured party, which is the husband who was cheated on. In my opinion, she made her bed, and if it happens to be in the streets, then that's where she can sleep. It started a really huge fight between my wife and I. I'm not changing my mind, but I am curious. Am I the asshole in this situation?
Every single one of these has been like good. These are good. I've also been here. I feel like every situation that we brought up, I'm like, me too.
I went through this.
I went through it the opposite, which is
Okay.
usually how it happens.
Yeah.
The guy
Yeah.
was best friends. He was in our wedding. They were
Okay.
both in our wedding.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
But the girl was my best friend my whole life growing up.
Yeah.
And then when I met my husband,
Mm-hmm.
we started hanging out with them as a couple. And then he got close with the guy.
Right.
And they go like on snowboarding trips together. They hang out together.
Yes.
Me and this girl hang out usually separately, not even like as a couple.
Right.
And he cheated on her. He cheated on her a couple times,
Yeah.
actually.
I know it was more than once.
Yeah. And she finally cut it off.
Yeah.
And this guy just made me sad.
I mean,
I'm also trying not to hurt anybody's feelings, but honestly,
it was a piece of shit move.
cheating on somebody makes me like, I don't want to be around you
Right.
anymore. It makes me feel yucky.
Yeah.
It makes me feel like there's a pig. And like, I'm sorry if you ever hear this and think I think that about you, but I kind of do. No, I'm just kidding. But if anyone does it, I've had even close girlfriends of mine that have either flirted with other guys or have talked to other guys.
Yeah.
You know.
I know.
You've been there. But like they cheat on their person or they do something they shouldn't have done, and I feel grossed out by them. Like, I need a little friendship break
Yeah.
from you. Just cause like, ew.
Right.
Like, that's a shitty thing to do. Like,
Very.
I'm not saying I can never be your friend again. You didn't cheat on me. If you cheat on me, goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye for
Forever.
life. Forever.
But I can
You
never.
better not even get another best friend or I won't see you ever again. You better not have any friends.
Hashtag hurt.
Sorry, I was cutting you off.
No, it's okay. I was just saying, I will never understand that. Like, if
Yeah.
you are not happy in a relationship, get out of the relationship. I know it's not as cut and dry. What are all these little, you see these things?
Fairies.
Drive me nuts. I know it's not always cut and dry like that. I know that there's other factors involved. I know
It is, though.
that there's houses involved and it's complicated when there's kids and animals and maybe there's nowhere else for them to go because they're stay-at-home mom. Like, I understand
don't care
there's complications,
if you're drunk
but like
at the bar and you're like, I'm gonna fuck this other dude. Call your husband and be like, it's over.
exactly.
I don't care if it's 5 minutes before.
Right. End it.
Do the decency
Yeah.
of letting him know it's over. I mean, that's still really
That's
crappy.
really shitty.
That's really bad.
Yeah.
But you know before it happens,
Yes.
it's gonna happen. And normally it's not 5 minutes before.
No.
You
You
know
know.
ahead of time.
Yeah.
Especially, that's probably really like sexist of me to say, but especially when it's the woman cheating,
Yeah.
it makes me feel like there probably was a little bit of a buildup of a relationship.
100%.
At least a flirty, flingy
Yes.
thing.
Right. It didn't
Maybe
just
it
come
was
out of
just like
nowhere.
a guy she worked with,
Yep.
whatever. But you feel the buildup.
Right.
But even if it's not, even if it's a one night stand, you feel your relationship falling apart.
Yeah.
But like that's always like something I've said. Like, if you're like this,
Mm-hmm.
nothing's getting in
No.
between. Like, point to the camera.
Yeah.
You're not getting in between.
Yeah.
But if you're like this, like if you're like not close, like tight knit,
Yeah.
like that's why even if me and Neil are like bickering or have like we just had a little thing today, and I texted him right after and was like, let's not have a fight. Like,
Right.
let's just agree on some things. Like,
Or even agree to disagree. Like, you don't always agree on everything.
right. I said, I don't want to fight with you. I think you're hungry,
Yeah. Tired.
anxious.
Yeah.
But he had like way too much coffee, and he
they're
doesn't.
not tired.
He doesn't drink coffee. He was
Yeah.
just all anxious and on edge, and he was being snippy with me. The dog chewed something. It was my fault. Like just dumb relationship stuff. But immediately smooth it over. Like make sure like there's no space in there,
Right.
because I'm nowhere near that level now. But you create that little tiny gap,
ladle.
and then
And then a
something
wiener
else
gets
happens.
in.
And then something else happens, and then something else happens.
And then a wiener gets in.
And now I'm able to confide not only in my girlfriends, but a guy friend too. Because I'm like, he doesn't know who I'm talking to. He hasn't looked at my phone in months. He doesn't care about what shut up. I'm trying to be serious. And then Jerry gets in there.
And then a wiener gets in there. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I just like, that's how it works usually.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to believe it works other ways, which I'm sure it does.
Yeah.
Where you're just like, I'm going to get some dick tonight. But whatever. Anyway.
It's a
But that whole situation, sorry.
I was just gonna say it's a really shitty thing to do,
Right.
regardless of how it happens.
I could understand, like, even if you did that, like, if you cheated,
Which
and
I would never.
I know
Yeah.
you would never, but like, you're my best friend.
Yeah.
And if you did a shitty move and we're like, I have nowhere to, like, what if you cheated and your mom would be like, why did you do that to
Yeah.
him?
And then
Like,
she was like,
she'd be
"Absolutely
mad
not."
at you too.
Yeah.
And you're like, I have nowhere to live.
Yeah.
I have no money.
Yeah.
I have no job. I have no nothing. I would want to take you under my wing.
Yeah.
Even though you're
did
the
a
crap
shitty thing.
person. Like, I wouldn't be able to just leave my friend with nothing.
Yeah. And what would you do if Neil was like, absolutely fucking not?
Yeah.
I'm friends with Jameson and I'm not hurting that.
Yeah.
What would you do?
I don't know.
That's like this exact
I'd
situation.
probably at least would be like, can we help support her financially
Yeah.
until she can, like, even if it was just like, can we put her in a hotel room for a few nights, or, you know, like something. Cause like, that's just not right to leave. Like, what am I gonna have you sleep in your car?
It's not, because I feel like I would do the same thing. Like if you were
Yeah.
in that situation, I feel like I would do the same thing.
Yeah.
But I feel like I might pull like a power move and just like sneak you in.
Yeah, that's
Like-
what I'm saying. Like, I feel like,
Once you're already here,
but that's
there's
what
no
I'm
going
saying.
back.
Like, her husband saying no, like,
Yeah.
I kind of would be like, too bad.
Yeah.
Sorry, this is my house too. Like, I'm not saying she's gonna live here
No.
without a job.
Right.
Not even like if you were like, can I just have a place to stay for a few nights
If
till I
there was
figure
like
it
a
out?
big thing, like if she wasn't getting a job and she was just mooching off of you
Right.
and she wasn't doing all these things, then I could understand kicking her out. And
And,
be like, you're not trying to support yourself, so why am I helping you?
right. And if the friend was like, why are you helping her? She just ruined my life. He
Yeah.
could be like, you think that was me?
Yeah.
I don't want her here.
Right.
Like, blame it on me.
Yeah.
I don't care, but I'm not going to let her sleep out in the rain near a dumpster.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
so I get both sides. But I try to view it the other way because I'm like, this has happened to me the other way. And if he was like, I'm moving that guy into our house, I'd be like,
Fuck yeah.
no way.
So is he the asshole?
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I wouldn't be like that if he was going to actually be like homeless, but it's just, I wouldn't want that guy in my house. Why do I feel differently towards a woman than a man? That is just, I'm gross. I need
That's
therapy.
Sexist.
I need therapy. You don't feel that way at all? You're like, ugh,
No, not really.
men.
Not really.
When a girl does it, I'm like, well, you were going through something. We'll figure
Yeah.
it out. I'm going to cut all that
Man,
out.
Disgusting.
Cutting all that out. I think I really do need therapy. It's usually my entire life. It's usually the guy.
Yeah. I mean, and it's the same in my life.
It's just, it's a terrible stereotype or
Mhm.
whatever, but
If that's what you've experienced,
Yeah.
though, that's all you know.
this is all I know. And it's happened to me.
Right.
It's happened to kind of you.
Yeah.
Kind of you? Yes,
Definitely
you?
me.
Oh, yes, you. Yes.
Yes.
Are we going to do an ex-boyfriend one?
I don't know. It's a little. I don't know, because I got some stories.
All right, again, let me know if you want to know about Miranda and let me know if you want to know about ex-boyfriends. Because if we do it, it's like putting ourselves out there a little bit.
That's a lot of drama I need to unpack.
We could like give them fake names. And,
Yeah.
but if you know, you know. Like if you know.
I'll give them famous person names. Like
Yeah.
Zach Galifianakis.
Yeah, that's who you want to date.
Or Steve
Did you ever watch-
Carell.
Did you ever watch Dinner for Schmucks?
No.
Oh.
All right. Well,
No, I was just say, he laughs like really hard, but doesn't smile. He's like,
you look like you're gonna shit yourself. I'm making a TikTok of this and I'm just zooming in so
Face-
hard on your
face
face.
gets all red and
Your
his eyes
face
are
is
blood.
so red right
Try
now.
to do that. You can't.
I can't not smile. I feel like I'm gonna shit myself.
All right.
Well,
Like and subscribe to our channel.
Oh,
For real, like and subscribe.
That's
not a
our
word.
channel.
oh, oh.
Subscribe on all platforms. We love you.